I wanted to share some things that I had done when I first got my Go. Now, this could get me in a little bit of, I'm not going to say trouble, but I'm not going to recommend this a lot. However, as you can see on this site that I'm on, and I'm going to post the link to it in the description to this video, there are some games that can be sideloaded, you know, that are from the Oculus store. As you can see over here on the side, if they have Gear VR beside them, they can be used on the go. Now, this one right here doesn't, but it can be, and most of these are supported for the go. You just have to click on them and look at what it says. Now, when you do this, they're going to show up like the Minecraft Gear VR edition in the Unknown Sources tab. And I actually did this when I first got it with Star Wars 2. I think I did Rush, and I'm glad I did it with Rush because I did not like Rush. It is not a fun game to me. I mean, it's not my type of game. Some people might like it and might enjoy that, but it's too slow paced for me. It just doesn't catch my eye. And if I hadn't done this, I would have wasted my money on it, and I would probably never have played it again because I immediately removed it from my Oculus Go. Now, that being said, Anshar Wars, I liked it so much that I actually purchased the other Anshar Wars, and then the next day it went on sale, which I guess that was karma for sideloading it. However, there are several other games that I have bought after doing this sideload, just so that I could test it out and make sure, hey, do I like this game? You know, if there's not a demo to the game on the store, how are you going to know if you like it? And I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like wasting my money or my memory on my device for a game that I'm either not going to keep on there or I'm going to play one time and not enjoy it and never play it again. And Star Wars was very fun. I loved it. It's a it's just a good multiplayer shooter game, and the cockpit view is amazing in that game. So if you do enjoy this, I highly recommend you buy the game. I'm gonna stress that because we need to support the developers as much as possible, because a lot of the indie developers, I know Anchar Wars was done probably, I think, by Oculus Studios or something. I'm not quite sure on that, but a lot of the indie developers and stuff, they don't get the support they need, and some games go unheard of just because they're not a big brand. And I've found many games on there that I enjoyed, and I never saw a advertisement for them or anything. You know, the Apnea game was one. Beatron, I just did a video on that one. I'm just looking at it on the store. I would have never thought it was as fun and addictive as it is. And I mean, there's several others. Like, I would have bought the Minecraft Gear VR just because the 3D in that game is amazing. And I don't care what age you are. You don't have to like Minecraft. I don't like it. I haven't liked it for about 6, 7 years, probably longer since it came out. I played it a little bit with my buddy, and that was about it. Uh, Playing it in VR is a totally different experience and much funner, and you can get more in depth and build things. And when you're exploring the dungeons and caves, it's just a different experience. So, all you adults out there who make fun of kids and make fun of adults who play Minecraft, play it in VR. I promise you'll change your mind. Now, that being said, Minecraft VR it's on here, I believe, but the easiest way to do that one is through Aptoid. But these games aren't side loaded on the on Aptoid. You can't get them through Aptoid, most of them. And like, if you go to Rush for Gear VR, I mean, you just download the APK, side load it, and boom. It's not a very fun game to me though. I mean, I just couldn't get into it. I'm not going to take that away from some people who might like it, but here's another one. And I did sideload this one, and then I bought it. The reason I sideloaded it is I didn't want to have a bunch of space shooters on my Go that are very long and lengthy and have multiplayer, and end up finding one that I really liked and not touch the other ones. In Space, amazing. Highly recommend it. It's a good game. If you do buy this game, or if you sideload it to test it out first and see what the features are and stuff, I'm not going to say anything beyond that. Just if you do if you do install this game, whether it be purchasing it or sideloading it, make sure you go in and turn on the 3D effects, because mine for some reason weren't on, and it looked 3D, but it was more like a 360 image. When I turned the 3D on, things started really popping out, and you have to turn off a few comfort settings, I believe, and it just makes the game so much better. Now, you'll have to go through here on this site and see, some of the other ones if you want to try and sideload them. I'm not sure if they're all, some of them are for Android, just regular cardboard type VR, or what's the other one, Nibiru VR. But for the most part, a lot of these games on here will work on the Oculus Go itself. And if they say Gear VR beside them like that, they definitely will work. So just keep that in mind. And please, always support your devs. I'm not as much worried about a company like Oculus, because they're doing fine. Trust me, they're not going to take a hit from a few $1 or $2, even $10 games. They're doing amazingly well for themselves. I'm honestly a little bit disappointed that we can't pre-order the Quest, because I would have mine pre-ordered by now. And I'm not going to say it's overpriced. At first I thought it was going to be overpriced, because if you just bought an Oculus Go just, this past Christmas, or even a few months before that, and then here in a few months there's fixing to be a Quest come out, and you're going to have to drop another 400. Actually, it's going to probably be more like 450 after taxes. A lot of people, they are turned off to VR because of those prices. And I understand it costs money to make these things, but it doesn't cost $450 to make a headset. That's just ridiculous. The materials alone are probably sourced from other countries, and the screens, they don't cost that. I mean, the screen is probably the most expensive thing in the device, and on top of that, it's still not a $300 screen. That's just ridiculous. So I'm all for supporting devs, and as I stated, I sideloaded these games as a demo with the complete intent on purchasing them after I checked them out and saw that I liked them. I went and I bought them. And a lot of times the reason I've done that is I went on a buying spree, and the next day the game will go on sale. I spent $10 on it, and today it's on sale for $3. That's, it's not, really. I actually got a refund on a game like that. Never Out. I wasn't a fan of it. It's not really my kind of game. I don't like really a grid-based type, dungeon crawler or anything like that. I wasn't a fan of it. And so I bought it, and it went on sale for $2 the next day. And I was like, that's happened to me several times. And recently, every game that's been going on sale on the store, I already own. And I'm like, I paid full price for it, and now it's on sale a week later. So I've kind of slowed down on that. But if you're just patient, the game you want might go on sale. So I don't know. If anybody in charge of Oculus sees this, put some games on there for sale that people aren't buying. That'll help get the word out about these good games. We've got a lot of good ones that aren't really being pushed on the store like they should, and recommended like they should. And people aren't really, people that are new to VR, they don't know what to expect in some games. The comfort rating, you don't even need to pay attention to the comfort rating, because that's irrelevant to everybody. What's intense to you could be very comfortable to me, and it is. The most intense game on there doesn't even affect me at all. I wish it did. I look for the ones that say intense. I wish they had extreme, but just have to settle for what you can get. And that being said, if you do experience any kind of discomfort in a game, like you install Rush and you feel any kind of discomfort on that, that'll help you decide whether, hey, let me play it again for another day and see if this discomfort goes away. If it doesn't go away and it just makes you sick, you're not going to be stuck with a game that you bought and can't play due to health reasons, because some people are more susceptible to motion sickness, and I think that'll help a lot with that. Now, The copyright, that's an iffy situation. Uh, Obviously, these games are all copyrighted, and if you're going to buy the game afterwards, then you're technically not doing anything wrong. And I think they should have more demos. You know, they should have at least, like the PlayStation Network has a timed trial. That's much better. You know, let us get the game for a few minutes and try it out. Maybe, you know, 30 minutes of gameplay. I know some games aren't that long, and that would be too much. So that, you know, some games are like beat in 30 minutes or an hour. So, you know, you can't really do that with everything. But for the most part, games like this, they should be pushing it as a trial or a demo. And that way, you're not stuck with something that you won't ever play again. So, I hope this video doesn't get me in any kind of trouble. Like I said, I bought all the games that I sideloaded. So, and I urge everyone to do the same thing. I'm going to share this link just because I want people to have the same option that I did. You already paid a lot of money for the headset. I mean, if you've just got $200, $300 laying around as change, you know, more power to you, and congratulations on your very wealthy life, I guess. You can just throw, you know, that kind of money away. But if you're like the average user and you have kids and a family, you don't want to waste this money on just anything. Your money means a lot to you. So, you know, sideload a few of these, see if you like them. If you do, check them out. Or you never know. It may go on sale tomorrow and you say, hey, I just sideloaded that game. It's on sale for $2 today. I'm going to go ahead and purchase it and add it to my library. You know, then you can just remove that sideloaded version off and you've paid for the game. You know, just look at it as a demo. I'm not going to tell you what to do with it once you install it. That's up to you. But I personally did purchase the games because I wanted to help the developers, you know, better the games and continue to make content. And any of the indie devs that have helped me out, I highly appreciate it. I want to keep doing this and keep making videos. And, you know, it takes a lot to do that. And my editing, I just had a problem with my internet, and a few of the live stream giveaways that I did, they didn't upload, they didn't go through because the connection wasn't steady enough. And we have an excellent fiber connection, but I've since fixed that and changed carriers, or, you know, my ISP. So that being said, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I could use the help, and make sure to like this video. And if you feel free to leave your Oculus name in the description, so, you know, I can add you, or you can add me. I'll leave mine in the description as well. We can find some stuff to do in Oculus VR world. Thanks for watching.